We all work together. If somebody needs assistance, we're there. It is one for all and all for one.
Many Sheds is a community group for mainly older gentlemen of sort of 60, 65 years and up that are either retired, now unfortunately widowed, have multiple different ailments, as we all do, that just want to come in and chat, have some out of a male company that they now miss. Day trips that we arrange, they come in and just generally help others and themselves by coming in. We do projects in the community and stuff as well. I think they get a lot out of that, as well as obviously coming in for their own reasons.
The Men in Shed Lancing and Sompting began in 2015, so we're now reaching our 10th year. It's to deal with the isolation of men, particularly when they retire. The tendency is to be at home under the wife's feet, or to be on their own if they haven't got a partner. And men don't socialise as much as ladies do, and the prime object of Men in Sheds is to form a group of men or a place where men can come and socialise rather than be on their own.
Well, I think when you retire, you've had a structure for 8 hours a day or 10 hours a day, whatever your work time was. Then when you get away from work, you've got nothing to do. You've got no reason to, well, there's no reason to get up in the morning, to be honest. And I was finding I was getting quite lazy, and that's not me. I like to be up and about and doing something. So that was what sort of stirred me to get on with the Men in Sheds.
It's important to have that contact, that connection, and be part of it. It's human nature, I think, to be together.
The guys are just all decent blokes, and you just have a bit of fun. You know, it's if you leave, even if you decide you don't want to make anything that day, you could just sit and chat or annoy somebody. Really, you know.
I get camaraderie with like-thinking people. We have a laugh, and we're a group together. We're part of something bigger. Because the alternative to me is stay at home. I don't go down the pubs. I don't go to clubs, British Legion on a regular basis. So really, what else is there for a chap that's retired and likes working with his hands? He's got a workshop at home, but you're on your own then.
You've got to have an aim or something to work towards at the end. Otherwise, you just wither away and die.
A lot of the stuff we do is because we use all recycled materials primarily. So we're using stuff that people throw away, and we're doing jobs that it would be very hard for people to go and find a tradesman to do that job, or be able to pay them to do that job. It's not the sort of, we live in such a throwaway society now. People, tradesmen aren't interested in mending old benches and wooden things unless it's something very valuable. But something that's going to sit in your garden, or a little coffee table or something that's wonky, we can fix, and we do it. Basically, we get paid in biscuits and tea bags.
I made a plaque for somebody whose mother passed away last year, and I showed her what I'd done in the garden here, and she wanted the same plaque. It was a butterfly with her memories on it and her family's memories on it. And when I gave it to her, she was in tears and said, this is my mum all over. Thank you very much, John. And say to the Frank and the other shedders, this means a lot.
We work with lots of the local schools as well. Obviously, that then feeds out to the parents. They then know. We have parents ring us up with donations of materials, timber. We have parents that just stroll up with a cake or biscuits they've just made over the weekend. It's good. It's good.
No, it's a social place to be whilst doing something that we all enjoy and get great satisfaction from. Is taking a piece of junk that somebody threw out and turning it into something that either gives us satisfaction, or the making of it gives us satisfaction, and then gives pleasure to someone else when we pass it on or sell it at the market or whatever we do.
We do stuff for the schools and the local council. Even we do bits and pieces, repair stuff, and there's somebody here who could turn their hand to most things. We really need to do with a dentist, would be handy. But there's always something to do, and I'm doing a bench for somebody, repairing it, making a gate for somebody whose dog keeps escaping. People live up down the road. My next door neighbour's asked if we can renovate her garden bench that was from when her husband died. She had a Lutchin style thing, and it's looking a bit ropey, so we tidy that up for her.
I get random stuff. Stools. I've fixed a stool for a lady. Her husband made it. He passed away, unfortunately, 5 or 6 years ago. And she had it in the corner of her room, and she just couldn't use it. But she would look at it, and it would bring her to tears because she couldn't use it. She was walking her dog one day. I happened to bump into her out the front. Oh, what do you do here? So I was explaining what I do. She said, you wouldn't be able to have a look at her footstool? Well, yeah, of course I would. Bring it in. One of the guys will have a look. The footstool was repaired, refurbished, and she uses it again. Yeah. And it's that side of the personal side that we do in the community that lots of people don't see, and they don't realise. They think that we just come up here, have a jolly, make a few bird boxes, make a few planters, turn up at the local village fair, job done. There's so much more that we do that doesn't get highlighted.
The local scout groups have come to us, and not only scout groups, creches have come to us, even like 3-year-olds. And what we do flat pack bird boxes, and we take it to these scouts, and they make it. We actually teach them what to do. We have the tools. Every scout or whatever it is will have the tools for it, and through tuition they make their own house, birdhouse, and take it home free of charge. That's what we do. And they come to us and say, I've got a blue tit, and it's had eggs, and we've had little birds coming out of there in their back garden. They love it, absolutely love it.
What we've done, apart from providing somewhere for men to come and speak freely, we do a lot of work in the community, and the community do clearly appreciate that, and we get a lot of support. And we've made all sorts of things and repairs to public property, supporting the community and supporting the people that haven't actually got much.
Well, it gives you sort of a good feeling to say that you're volunteering for the local community, because basically that's what we do. We're here for the local community, for the people that live in Sompting and Lancing.
So although I'm getting funding, say, from the local council, that funding comes into the shed. It will be put into materials and projects and go straight back out into the community. That it's one big nice circle of coming in, back out, community-based, community-focused, and of course the guys are getting to be part of that and help others.
Guys of our age, especially our age, don't talk about their medical issues. down here they tend to, which is really useful because it puts people at ease. Somebody might have had the same thing you've had, and you can tell them, well, there's nothing to worry about. It all went okay, and it's just a general safe place to be.
Men throughout their life don't really talk about stuff that goes on in their lives. They go to the pub, they drink with their mates, they have a laugh with their mates, but there could be some serious issues going on with that man, and he still, no matter how many beers he has, he still won't talk about that subject. That needs to be addressed, and men need to speak. Fortunately, in here, we do. We're all open. I'm very open with any issues I've had and ongoing issues that I've had. The good thing about having members with multiple ailments is that 9 times out of 10, if somebody comes in and says, "Oh, I've got to have a scan for such and such," or "I've been struggling with such and such," 80 to 90% of the time, somebody in here would have experienced that or know somebody that would have.
It's extremely upsetting when somebody loses a partner. We don't want to go near that. We experience that in the shed. It's very troubling. It's very worrying. But we're sufficiently strong enough to talk about it. We can talk about those difficult things.
Certainly some days you come in here, you think you're a bit down or something, and within minutes there's always somebody making jokes and stuff, and it's really good.
There's nothing better than knowing that the person you're talking to has been through what you're going through right now. Not just mentally, physically, other issues, cancer issues, dementia issues, whatever issue it is, or whatever ailment it is, there's nothing better than sitting in front of somebody and saying, "Look, this is happening. Why did you have this?" And then being able to explain whether you did or not. That sometimes you can just see the person lift just by that one conversation. And like I said, I'm fully open, and lots of the boys are in here as well.
The environment and the support that you get here, it's unconditional. Everybody is here for one another. If anybody's got any problems, they can talk to really anybody. We'll all listen and we'll all be sympathetic. There's no judgmental place here at all. But people don't judge; they just sort of listen and try to give good advice and try to help that particular person if they've got a problem.
But I do believe that coming in here prolongs, even with the nastiest of illnesses, it definitely prolongs people. Yeah. It gives them a sense of purpose. They're not always focused on whatever's going on, whether it be mentally or physically.
It's 3 things: it's routine, purpose, and achievement. The routine is being there. The purpose is why I'm here. And the achievement is me feeling good about giving something back that I can to somebody else.
You think, I'm doing something that's going to be useful to somebody or going to help somebody. So it does give you purpose.
Yeah, it's like a family. Yeah, to me, it's like a family. We just all get on well. And if you've got a problem with something and there's always somebody here to solve it, or you need a help on doing a project, somebody where along the way here will know the answer, or they come back the next day with the answer. Nothing's too much trouble with any of the people, any of the guys.
If you want any help with anything, there's always somebody there they're able to help you. If you've got a problem, you can talk to people. There's always plenty of people who probably understand what you feel yourself, because they need to. Their needs are probably the same as mine. So we're all sort of in it together.
Sometimes you can come in here and you think, well, I feel a bit down today. But by the time you leave, you're not. The guys have lifted you, and that's it, which I think is really, really important.
Because people care. People care about not just what you're doing here, they care about your outside, your life outside as well, outside of many sheds.
On your own, it's like I've said before, on your own, you're just one unit. As a group, you're stronger. You get strength from the group.
You come here, all your worries at home have gone. You know, as soon as you come into the grounds here, it's just a different environment. I've had loads of jobs, and none of those match up for the banter we have here. And nothing's a chore. You know, you come here, enjoy what you do, and just get on with it. You know, some mornings it seems like you've only been here for an hour, and you've been here from 7 o'clock until 12, and time's just flown by.
But people just keep an eye out, and they just look out for people, you know, and there's always a story. Someone's got a story, you know, before you go to do anything, or if you haven't got anything to do, if you're just watching somebody, there's always someone's got a story to tell and keep you entertained as well, you know.
We've had blokes come here in the past who have been quite down, depressed when they've come here. When they get into it, you see them brighten up. They seem to blossom, if you like. They're different people. I cannot help thinking that you've got to have something in your life like this that, for want of a better word, the will to live. I think it in some cases it's that important. That's what it comes to. You do things that you wouldn't normally do. Just as a for instance, this last few meetings we've had here at the shed, I've been learning on the lathe, turning wood. And I finished up yesterday. I've made a bowl, a beautiful bowl with a beautiful piece of wood. And one of the other guys who's a master at it taught me how to do it. And that, it's to do something with your hands, it's just, that's what we get here. There's all different sorts of jobs we can do. And when you see the finished object, it was really worth it. Yeah, really worth it.
Wood for me is so important. I was never, you know, I didn't work with, was an electrician, I was working with wires. But when you work with wood, the different colours of wood, the different sort of aspects of what you can do with wood, the coloration of wood, the grain of wood, it's every bit of wood's different. And when you make, I turn wood, and when you make a bowl or whatever we're doing now, a bit of art with wood. And I just love it. And people say, I've never done it. We're working, I'm teaching a guy now that's on it now, and he was a tractor driver all his life in agriculture. Very good, but he's never, though he's been in the woods and he knows wood, he's never worked on it. And he's telling me now that today, he said, I just love working with wood. It's so different. It's alive. It's been alive. So I'm passionate on wood. You know, it's my hobby. It's what I like to do, and I can do it here with friends.
It certainly gives you a reason to get up in the morning. It certainly makes the difference. When I had nothing to do, I just didn't want to do anything. The longer you do nothing, the more or the less you want to do. If you want to get out and about and do something, it's good. But you could just sit and be a cabbage if you're not careful.
My background is landscaping, and I've done all the work outside of the shed here, from where it was a year ago to what it is now. And it's just a joy to work here. You know, something to get up for in the morning, and thoroughly enjoy it.
Well, Men in Sheds is it's a gathering point for people from various different backgrounds. There's people here who are builders, kitchen fitters, all sorts across, policemen across the whole spectrum, and everybody comes in and has a different reason for being here. To me, it's going to work, and I like that, the need to get up, go out, do something, and then I've got the rest of the day to do my other activities. People who sit at home and don't work, that is not good for you. That's why I like to get out and do something and meet people and have a purpose to get up and do something. I think recycling or reusing things is very important, because personally I hate to throw anything away. If you can repair it, I will do my damnedest to try and repair something.
We've got a very, very good manager here, Frank, and he sources wood for us. He does the funding for us. Without him, we wouldn't be half what we are now. It really has taken off, and that's really down, as I said before, to our manager.
I don't know how this place would actually run without Frank. He is the most incredible guy. I mean, how he does, especially with, I mean, he's had his problems, but that never seems to stop him coming here. In fact, when he had some serious problems, they had to fight to keep him away from here because for his health. But he's absolutely brilliant. He always seems to have time for for everyone. You can collar Frank, and it doesn't matter what's going on, he'll always give you the time. He always listens, and of course, he's the most fantastic fundraiser I've ever met in my life. I mean, he can. Well, I mean, I reckon he could sell ice to Eskimos. I really do. But I'll tell you what, if you show this, he'll hate it. he really, because he's a very, 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 very humble person. Very, very likable. I mean, he's loved down here. He really is. And he'll hate me saying that as well.
There is nothing better than banter to bring somebody who is either physically down, mentally down, or just not feeling it on that day. Not just laughter, just a smile. To take somebody's facial expression from gloom and not feeling it to just a smile makes the person feel better. Get them to smile even more and then start to laugh. That definitely makes a difference. Really laugh like we do and play a few jokes on somebody, then whatever it was that was on their mind is now gone. Yeah. Them pains that you get, the other bits that are going on, goes.
By having that routine, that purpose, and that achievement, you can build and strengthen your well-being. Positive things you can do, making things, being with people, sharing thoughts, sharing ideas.
I just like being here. It's just good fun. The guys are great. We make things, have people help. People walk past and say we turned the front of this place into. If you saw it 5 years ago, you would think, look at that mess. It was a mess out there. I mean, when all the flowers are out in the garden, and the bits of people have done artwork from driftwood and and things like that. It just it's beautiful. And everyone who walks past, they all say, "Oh, it looks so lovely, so nice."
If you've got nothing else in your life, it seems to me that you're going to age. If you're going to be bored, and that can't be good for your well-being. So if you've got something like this, you've got an outlet. You speak to different people, do different things. I mean, we have outings. We go out for the day, which is great. It gives you something to look forward to.
The outcome of it all is that we're all together and we have a good laugh together.
There is a lot of camaraderie, fun, and laughter. And as I said, banter is an absolutely essential part of health and well-being of people.
I've always said it should be prescribed, there is no better medication for me personally than coming in this shed. And lots of the boys feel the same.
We are all individuals, but we all, one way or the other, get on together, even if sometimes we disagree.
All I would say is anybody who gets a chance to join a group like this, take it, grab it with both hands, because there's not that many opportunities like this about, and it's well worth it.
Everybody that knows personally from me that's helped the shed, personally from me, I thank every single one of them, because I do know that without that support from all of them, we wouldn't be where we are now in our 10th year and have what we have, which is 2 great workshops, 17 very contented shed members, and hundreds and hundreds of people that we help in the community and local schools. Yeah. All part of that one great bubble of us supporting those who then support us. Yeah, it's great.
I'm saying thank you to all the shedders who've helped me, my fellow trustees, everybody who's helped inside the shed, past and present. Everybody in some way in a local authority, everybody in a local business, in a local charity who's helped us. Thank you. Every person who's asked us to do something to help them, thank you. All the people in the future, after year 10, for the next 30, 40, 50 years, that I can't say thank you to, I'm going to say it now. And please, please keep supporting us. You support us by reading our social media, asking us to get involved with things you're involved in yourself. Perhaps becoming a shedder yourself, find out what's involved with being a shedder. We've had 10 very, very interesting years. We're going to party and we're going to move forward with a great sense of pride and another word, purpose. It's going to be a great time. We're going to have a blast, believe me.